morning, class. I hope everybody is doing good. I'm also fine. And before we proceed, I would like to take the roll. You can see that some of the learners are around me. John, you come. Josephine Mandini. Shirley Jetta. Kennedy Marcel. Francis Atwoli. I can see that Francis is not around. We shall know the reason later. And last week we were able to cover some areas on environment. I would like to ask some of you to mention some of the areas that we covered last week, if you can still remember.
Environmental pollution.
Yeah, that is good. The first one was environmental
Pollution.
Can you clap for Josephine? Good. Who else can remind us of what we covered last week?
We covered different ways of environmental pollution.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Can you clap for Joanna? I can see that most of you still remember the topic and areas we covered last week. When is today? 15 of August. In our today's lesson, we shall look at these areas under the topic pollution control, pollution, environmental control pollution, environmental control pollution. By the end of this lesson, by the end of this session, I expect each one of you should be able to define this term. So our outcomes, our learning outcomes are the first one. You should be able to define the term environmental control pollution. So our key objective is definition of this term environmental pollution control. Then the second outcome, each one of you should be able to describe different measures. You should be able to describe measures of environmental control pollution. So before we continue, yesterday we had the government of Kenya has introduced a policy whereby the use of paper bag is now prohibited. Tumesikia jana Citizen iliona kwenye Citizen News the Minister for Environment saying that henceforth nobody should be found using or in possession of paper bags. So in that way, that one makes the basis of our today's topic, that is environmental control pollution. So, one of you to define for us the meaning of. Maybe you understand by this term. Try anytime the meaning of environmental control pollution. Can you one of you to try? What do you understand by this term? Environmental control pollution. Yeah, one of you to try. Yes, just
I think there are ways in which we can be able to control and layers and gas material within the environment.
yeah, that's a good trial. Any other idea? Surely, Masai?
Yes, I can try.
Yes.
It refers to the measures taken to reduce or eliminate the release of harmful substances to the environment.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good idea also. So we have seen that the meaning is these are measures taken to control hazardous material in the environment. And we have different ways in which these environmental hazardous materials are controlled in our environment. And the first one, as we have just heard from yesterday's scenario, when the government banned the use of paper bag, it is that one you can say policy and regulation. Policy, that one is under policy and regulation, whereby the government or the department of the ministry concerned with the environment come up with policies and measures that can assist in controlling pollutants in the environment. That one is under policy regulation. The third one is prevention. Under prevention, we have 3 areas under prevention. We can summarize it as 3R. 3R. For instance, you can see it here. Let me show you. The meaning of this 3R. Here we have 3R, indicated as 3R. On the other side, proper definition is given. The first one is reduce. Yeah, reduce, good. Reuse, that is good. Recycle. Good. So, under prevention measures, we have reduction, reuse, and recycling of materials in the environment in order to reduce the exposure to the environment. And then we also have another area, educating and creating awareness through education, public awareness and education. Another area is through public awareness and education. Each and every member of our society should be able to understand the certain ways in which pollutants in the environment are controlled or are eliminated. We need to educate them. For example, when you go home, you will have to teach and educate your children on the effect of pollutants on the environment, so that whenever they dispose any hazardous materials in the environment, they should be able to understand properly the dangers and harmful effects caused by pollutants in the environment. So that one is under public awareness and education. Then finally, we have other ways, proper waste management. Proper waste management. Proper waste management. Here, for example, in our homes, we have different ways in which we dispose pollutants. For example, pale nyumbani tunaheshima wale zimechimbwa ambao unatupa taka, wengine wanachoma. So hapo hivyo, that is under proper waste management. You are managing the waste properly. So I would like to give you 3 minutes. Maybe you think of other ways apart from the one we have just mentioned. In group of 3, kindly you write on this. Write any other 3 ways through which environmental control pollution is affected, apart from the one we have just discussed. Maybe I can give you 4 minutes. You write on that piece of paper. You can share with your neighbor the idea that you have. So time is up. You can now share some of the ideas that you have noted down. Maybe you can start with Kennedy. Kennedy, you can give us in summary whatever you have noted down on that piece of paper. Yes?
Waste management,
Yes.
environmental monitoring.
Good. The first one is waste management and environmental monitoring. That is good. So before we come to the end of our today's session, we would like to give you an assignment. That is, it will form the basis of our next topic. The assignment is discuss different types of environmental pollution and their control measures. So that assignment, we shall come and see in the coming week. That's your assignment. You discuss it in group of 5 each. So that forms the end of our session today. Thank you so much for listening to me and for your time. See you next time.